I'm going through my book catalog and I have Loki playing in the background, and I had it muted, just letting it play because it didn't take long for it to disappoint. What the hell was the name of that movie? Desperado, where Cheech Marin comes into the bar. Is that it? And he's talking about this guy. And during this moment, you're connecting with the characters, and he's basically driving your thought pattern. And then halfway through the movie, you're like, where did that other director go? Where was the other director that was? See, kind of what I'm getting here. It's the ignorance. Here well. First, what, Loki's supposed to be a god? Am I mistaken? He's not the god of mischief, and he's got these magical powers with he can make shadows hold people, and right. I mean, am I supposed to forget everything second by second so that I can try to make sense of what this guy's writing minute by minute? Because it's not an enjoyable experience. I'm having a very hard time with the ignorance and the fucking stupidity of his characters. The obviousness of what is about to happen next. The plot twist that's not twisted much at all, etc. So he who remains. So I knew exactly what was going to happen to him when he went through that door. Do you know how? The entire premise of the show. See, again, when you start fucking with time, man, it makes a lot of things impossible and everything possible. It's a touchy subject to go playing around with. Okay. But so far, I'm struggling with it. There's areas I keep skipping through because I know what's going to happen. Yeah. I had high hopes for season 2 for Loki. I really did. It's just too predictable. Is this what comes from lack of imagination? I guess it is. I'm supposed to get a laugh out of Loki appearing, waving his arms, just like the wavy arm plastic guy behind him. That's supposed to, oh, that's so charming. I mean, I don't understand how the director thought I was going to take that, or how I should even take that. Was that an attempt at comedy? I don't know. I don't know. You see, I planned on recommending or not recommending Loki to a few of my friends. The first season, actually, I enjoyed it. When it ended, I was like, "Oh, season 2 will be great. That'll be cool." See? And now this one, I'm like, "Okay, where did my director go? Where did the writers and the directors go from the Loki 1?" It's like Marvel super movies. I got to think about those, right? It's just another. It's like not even the same story. It's like another Marvel super movie that just happens to be about the same content. Interesting. Very interesting. I thought I'd start recommending a book a month. I might start doing that. Anyone who hasn't read the Ring World series, if you like hardcore sci-fi, if you like fantasy, uh, Anne McCaffrey, the White Dragon series. Okay? Or Dragon Riders of Pern. That's what it was, I think. There's another one I can't remember. I was reading another author write quite heavily when I was reading the Anne McCaffrey series about the guy, his silver wedding ring, and he didn't have any sensation because he was a leper. He had leprosy. He was like a gigantic anti-hero. And he had this weird ritual when he would shave about not cutting himself. Really a super interesting series. Anyway, see, this is why I prefer reading, because if you find an artist you like, it's going to be like a director you like. That's why I'm thinking they swap directors. If you find an artist you like, pretty much everything they've ever written, you're probably going to like it. If you like Isaac Asimov, which he was one of my prime heroes when I was a kid, you know what I mean? Bradbury and Asimov, but Asimov first because he had a little harder edge to him. Yeah, you like paintings, right? There's a flavor and a taste and a texture that comes in every book that you can count on. You're not going to be disappointed. Well, maybe it wasn't quite as great an escape from reality as the last one, but it was pretty good. That's usually how it is with artists you like. The problem with television and programming like this is you're not always going to get the same person or people that did the first book. That's why reading is much better. Larry Niven, Ring World Series. I recommend it, highly recommend it. I did a couple of years, think I did last year too, maybe on the gamers page, and I had numerous people come and tell me that it was fantastic and that they loved it. So give it a shot.